John. One of the things with the Economic Development Committee, it's interesting to note that for a long time, we knew what we needed to do, we knew what we wanted to do, but we never really had that foundation and that organized group of individuals to be able to make it happen. And our next speaker, Jonn Thomas, is the one who planted those seeds and nurtured our Economic Development Committee into what it is today. So with that, I'd like Jonn Thomas, the immediate past president of the Greater Spring Lake Chamber of Commerce.
Good morning. Good morning. How you guys doing? Well. What do you think about Freedom's Base Camp?
Awesome.
Awesome?
Yes.
Wonderful. Let me pull out my notes. I'm not going to speak long.
I said the same thing.
I just couldn't resist. You know, as Mark said, I'm the immediate past president of the chamber, and I am currently the chair of the Economic Development Marketing Committee. And a few years ago, when I took over the chamber, one of the things that I saw, not like bad, but saw that was missing, we had a great social part of our chamber, but we didn't have a strong economic development part of our chamber. And so we got together, had a meeting, put together a group of people who give of their time to the future of Spring Lake. And if you're here and you're part of the Economic Development Committee, would you please stand? Thank you, gentlemen. You know, thank you guys for coming out to our brand launch. It is our commitment that Spring Lake becomes a destination. For a long time, we've been a gateway community where people come through Spring Lake, and more people are stopping in Spring Lake. And this whole campaign, this whole initiative is designed to have people who don't know about Spring Lake come to Spring Lake, have people who've been to Spring Lake a long time ago and thought it was one thing come back and find that it's another. For the people who are actually in Spring Lake to be proud and really proud of our community and our town. And I think that Freedom's Base Camp is right in the niche. I like to just say that the Chamber's Board of Directors, the membership, the staff, along with the CDC, is proud of this new symbol of economic development and tourism. You know, the truth of the matter is the word is out on Spring Lake. You guys know that, right? The word is out. And this is going to help spread the word even more. I'd like to thank the Cumberland County Board of Commissioners for having the foresight to grant us the funding and the tourism development, is it authority or agency? Authority for granting us and having the insight to grant us funding so that we can do these types of economic development issues and initiatives. I also like to thank the Board of Aldermen for empowering the Chamber's EDC as its partner in improving the economic climate of Spring Lake and surrounding areas. Now, people think that Spring Lake is just what you see here. And while that is Spring Lake proper, we're actually claiming from the downtown area, part of Fort Bragg, all the way out past Anderson Creek, Buffalo Lakes area, out that way, because we influence that area. And we want to be able to provide goods and services to take care of people in that whole area. You know, we're the biggest town at the north part of Cumberland County, that between here and Lillington. So it just serves us right to start to look at ourselves as the, I think Doswell coined the phrase, the epicenter. Did I say it right? The epicenter of economic development. Over the years, we worked and reached out to the Kiwanis Club, the Optimist Club, some of the other local organizations. We reached out to SEED. I see Doug Peters and Bo Gregory's here today. We reached out to the Fayetteville Chamber of Commerce. We reached out to the Moore Chamber of Commerce. You know, we just started expanding who we are and what we're committing to have happen in Spring Lake. And I'm really looking forward to what Spring Lake is today and what it will look like 2 years from now and what it will look like 10, 15, 20 years from now. Now, I gotta tell you, I really don't wanna wait 20 years. You know, I like to see, there's some things already happening, but I like to see a lot more happening, particularly in our downtown area and those other areas, the 5th Street corridor, different parts of the community. I like to see some things happen sooner rather than later. We've also worked with the Cumberland County Planning Department, the Harnett County Planning Department, and I want to give a special thanks to Smith Advertising and our Economic Development Committee, Marketing Committee. And if you're on that committee, would you please stand? Thank you guys. Thank you for your insight, and thank you for your time that we put into supporting Smith Advertising and making this happen for us. I also like to thank the fire department, Parks and Recs, the police department, the maintenance department who came out here this morning early, 5:30, cutting grass, Parks and Recs and setting up chairs, all to make this happen for us today. You know, Mark has said it a number of times. I'm going to say it again. While we've been growing and poised for prosperity for 20 years, this is a new day for Spring Lake. You know, I'd like to thank you for taking the time to share this historical day. And when you get to your office or your home, go to your computer, go to Facebook, type in facebook.com/freedomsbasecamp and like the page. You know guys, you know what I mean when I say like the page? So not only click on the like button so that you become one of the people who like the page, come back to the page, share on the page, talk about some of the things that's happening for you in your business, in your life, in your area, in your neighborhoods in Spring Lake. We want to have this be, you know, a, what's the word I'm looking for? Well, we want it to go viral, but I want this to be like, you know, when they said the freedom rings, the bell rang, and it was heard from. My history just escapes me right now.
Downtown to Spring Lake.
Yeah. Whatever it was, I wanted to bring out across the United States. Y'all forgive me, I didn't have that on my notes, so I couldn't quote it. But you know the thing where the freedom rang and it rang in Boston or somewhere and it was heard all the way in Philadelphia. The shot, oh, they're telling me it's the shot. It wasn't a bell. It was the shot heard around the world. So we want to have this be the shot heard around the world. So with that being said, thank you guys for coming out. I think Mark's going to say a few more words. Just thank the EDC, thank the Chamber of Commerce, thank the board, thank everybody for helping make this a reality for us. Oh, one more thing. Give me the bottle. One more thing. We have bottled water over here that says Freedom's Base Camp. It's got the Spring Lake logo on it. At least our tourism and economic development logo. We're not changing this logo. This is still the town's logo. This is for tourism and economic development, and it is our expectation that someday, one day, that it'll all be the same. And so you're more than welcome to grab a bottle of water, take it with you, drink it if you like, keep it as a souvenir, and again, just thank you.